What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Booze coming at you with another video. If you see this and you want to talk about this stuff with me, then let me know. But anyway, these are the news for the week from Monday to Friday or Saturday, whenever. These are just video game news for the week. So the first thing I have right here is Mass Effect is going to be remastered, coming out May 14th for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC on Steam and Origin. It's gonna be a 4K Ultra HD, all the fancy bells and whistles, enhanced lighting, shadows, and reflections. It's gonna have DLC, all the DLC that they had back in the day, and it will also have an extended cut ending by default. Now, I never played Mass Effect like 1, 2, and 3, the trilogy back in the day. I did play 3. Well, I played a demo for 3 on the Xbox 360, but I was never able to. I really liked the demo, but I never went ahead and bought the game. So I will. I'll definitely be picking this up. Definitely, so I can experience the Mass Effect trilogy. The only Mass Effect I've ever played was Andromeda, and I know a lot of people don't like that one, but I actually really liked it. I didn't really see anything wrong with the game. It was the first Mass Effect I played, so I loved it. So it was definitely something new for me. So I'm definitely gonna be picking this up on May 14th, and you should too, if you wanna play around with Mass Effect. Next thing on the list is Google will not be going forward with developing their own games for Stadia. I didn't even know that this was a thing. I don't really pay attention to Stadia, so but anyway, they're just going to focus on third-party developers for their games that will be coming to Stadia. Your third party, as in Ubisoft and 2K and EA, and not first party. And I guess they had 2 studios in Montreal and LA, and by them closing those studios, it will affect about 150 developers, which sucks. I hope they gave those people heads up, hey, go out and look for some jobs, because we are going to be closing down shop. So that sucks. But they want to help developers use their cloud gaming technology for the future to help evolve the gaming industry, and I hope it works out. I'm not really surprised though. I never really heard great things about Stadia. I never really paid attention to Stadia. By reading this article, I really think that Google Stadia will come in handy later down the line in the years. We're all laughing at Stadia now, but I honestly think that they will, I don't know when, but I just think that cloud gaming will become a very huge thing, because more people are moving towards digital games. Like me, I play nothing but digital games. I don't really buy discs anymore. That's just me though. There obviously are people out there that still buy discs for games, but me personally, I don't. So I'm not going to be touching Stadia anytime soon. Probably never will, unless it becomes a very huge thing, and then that makes me sound like a follower. But anyway, next thing on the list is there is a new Battlefield coming. It is an announcement of they're announcing that they're going to be announcing the new Battlefield in spring of this year, and then it will drop later at the end of the year, probably around October, November, when Battlefield games usually come out. They said it's going to be a defining Battlefield experience with the new gen systems. They plan to bring massive battles and immersive, and to really immerse you in the game. And I guess they're going to be adding more players to servers too, which to me, playing with 64 people, because I'm pretty sure that's the highest number of people that they play with, that you can play with, was massive to me at the time. So maybe they'll have 150 people or 100, probably a battle royale thing. Probably just gonna be 100 people, 50-50 teams. We'll see what happens. And me personally, I really hope that they go back to the modern setting. I never really liked their whole like, you know, they did World War One with Battlefield 1, and then they went to I don't even know what, Battlefield 5 or V, whatever you want to call it. I didn't really like the setting. I never even really played Battlefield V or 5, whatever you want to call it, because to me Battlefield 4, my favorite Battlefield ever. I had loads and loads of hours on that game. I just hope it goes back to a modern setting. EA can never be trusted. I don't really like EA, but I mean, I'm not gonna really trust this whole thing of them saying like it's gonna be a defining Battlefield experience until I see either some gameplay or I get my hands on a beta to play for myself to see what the game is actually going to be like. And me personally, I don't really think you should announce games or anything until you come out with gameplay. Like, don't show me a cinematic trailer that will have nothing that's in the game, you know. Like, I want a gameplay. I want gameplay. I don't want a gameplay trailer. I want straight up gameplay. Like, give me 20 minutes of solid gameplay, and then we can go from there to see how your game will be. That's just how I feel personally. Next thing on the list, Sony says that they shipped 4.5 million PS5s by the end of 2020, and I'm pretty sure the PS5 dropped in October or November. No, definitely November like 15th or whatever. I don't know the exact day, but it, you know, they say that it's a good start for the platform, and it's a surprising number since there were big shortages of supplies, and you know, Sony would always say like they're not gonna make a lot of systems and it's gonna be like hard to get your hands on them and whatnot. And they said they do plan to ship more consoles to hit their forecast of like 7.6 million consoles in total by the end of March of this year. So that sounds good for people who want to get their hands on PS5. And I know that the scalping market is dying down when it comes to PS5s. So I mean, it sounds good. I hope people can get their hands on some, because I don't have one yet, but I'm not really worried about it because there's not many games on the PS5 right now like that are worth playing, you know. Like there's not a huge library right now, so it's not really a big deal to me. Another thing, it seemed like a super exclusive console to get because the scalpers just scooped it right up, you know, like except like the first day that they had pre-orders, which came at a weird time. It should have been more organized in my opinion, because they said they had that whole PS5 showcase thing, and then they said like, oh, pre-orders will be live tomorrow or Friday or something like that, and they were live that night, like literally out of nowhere, and they didn't give anybody a heads up. So I mean, that was messed up. So it is what it is. And last but not least is MLB The Show 21 will drop on 4/20. Blaze it, you know what I mean? It's coming to PS4, PS5, and Xbox this year for the first time. And they said they would be coming to Switch, but there is no word on the Switch yet, like for a date rather. And it's going to have online crossplay. It's going to have cross progression too, so your saves carry over. You won't need to buy any special edition to for your saves to carry over to next gen, but your purchases in-game and the stubs, which is the in-game currency that they have, will not carry over to when you decide you want to upgrade to whatever platform. And you know, you can be playing on a PlayStation, and then if you want to go to the Xbox, you know, you can if you want. And oh, the game will be $60 for the PS4 and Xbox One, but it will be $70 for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X and S, which that's a complaint for another day with the whole increase. I mean, I know it's only $10 from 60 to 70, but I honestly think that games should stay at 60. I mean, the video game industry is making more money than they ever have right now, so I don't really see the need to increase the game prices. But that's another conversation for another day. I really hope they do switch up the game this year, because to me it seems like it's been a copy and paste job for the past, I don't know, 3-4 years that the game has been out. And I mean, I just want like some new gameplay things, like switch up the whole switch up the mechanics, switch up the whole look of the game. It literally looks like it's been the same for like the past, I don't know, 3-4 years. And I really want them to give us an actual story for the road to the show this year. That would be awesome, you know, like they have for My Career in 2K. Yeah, regardless, I'm still excited. I'm gonna buy the game, even if it's the same. I'm gonna play it. I don't know how long I'm gonna play it, but I'll still play it. I'll definitely be buying the game. And that is it for the news for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I mean, if you want to, you know, throw some comments down there talking about what I talked about, you know, we can start a discussion, I guess. Or if you have opinions on what I said, you know, whatever. And yeah, so I will see you guys on the next one. Deuces.